Las Vegas Discount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. Las Vegas Discount.net. Las Vegas Discount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit Las Vegas Discount.net.
Welcome to humanity. This is Hour 1.
Whatever it takes, we got to say whatever it takes is what it took.
This is Brock Lesnar, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Yo, hi, this is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to listen to Fight Net Radio.
Lee Harvey Oswald, what's your name? How am I supposed to know you?
This is Frank Shamrock. You're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Hi, this is Tia, the Knockout St. John. You're listening to Fight Net Radio, and there's no way I would ever touch Lee.
This is Chuck Jackson.
I am Stephen Bonner, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Dan Henderson, you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Everybody, welcome to Fight Net Radio, where Lee's burning every bridge there is out there. All right.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao. I'll fight anybody on Fight Net
Have his way with him, you know, with those kicks to the body, especially with the way Branch kind of plods forward. Rockhold has those really nice kicks to the body, and he utilizes those for distance. And if he is able to do that against Branch, it could be big trouble.
So I'm guessing we're recording that and watching the big fight live. I don't think UFC is going to. It's crazy to me that this happens, and I don't know how far out Dana books these things. But come on. This is a pretty big fight, even by Dana's standard, to try to put a fight night on.
Yeah, you know, it's... I don't really...
He's shameless. He just doesn't care.
What are you guys talking about?
Well, Andrew, now that you've joined us back in, because I had you on hold, we're just talking about the UFC card that's on exactly opposite of... Canelo Triple G. You know, I'm just always shocked that Dana does this.
Well, a lot of times what he's been doing...
I'm not shocked. They're two different fan bases. I'm not shocked at all. I think the UFC and boxing been going up against each other for a while, where we both know who has what fan base. We don't share fan bases, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Not shocked.
I don't know. I think there's a crossover now. I think that there's an advantage coming in from the last fight. I think this is going to have I know nobody's going to believe this, but I believe that Canelo Triple G is going to have a higher buy rate from a bigger outside source, from a traditional standpoint, because of the previous fight. It's because of Mayweather-McGregor. I guarantee it. There were people that were won over to boxing after watching Mayweather-McGregor. I just know it. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I know some pretty guys that are pretty much MMA only fans that plan on tuning into this fight. There's a lot of buzz around Triple G, and a lot of the casual fans enjoy a guy that has a lot of power. So everyone likes to tune in for a big puncher. I think that the buy rate should be real good for this fight tomorrow. I mean, I don't. Everyone's talking about it. Even people that I know that aren't really into fights. I've had people hitting me up asking me my opinion. So there's some buzz. Well, in Las Vegas anyway, there's a lot of buzz.
Okay, let's go to now that we've had the salad course real quick, let's move over to football quickly. Do you want to throw anything out for Saturday that everybody should be looking at, Bobby?
I love LSU tomorrow.
There you go. Free tip for everybody. Now let's get to Andrew's favorite topic, which is Sunday. Tell me the Raiders are going to lose and that everybody betting on them is going to lose their money, Bobby.
Come on, no way. They're playing my Jets. It's absolutely impossible for the Jets to beat the Raiders.
Hey, what about the 14 points?
Bro, you guys, if I say you guys, I mean us guys, if the Las Vegas Raiders don't win by 4 touchdowns, dude. I mean, it's like taking Connor into the 10th. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to win by at least 4 scores against us. We're bad, and it's not really the personnel. It's the coaching. Bowles is just absolutely terrible. This guy is horrible.
I don't know what it is. I had to drop literally all my fantasy Jet players. I just can't trust them.
No, it's a great idea. They have zero weapons. I mean, Forte is, you want to talk about long in the tooth.
I dropped
this guy's
Forte.
looking to move.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yep.
All right, where's the bet on Sunday? Where's the big bet?
You know, honestly, I hate to even say it, but the Jets are going to get smashed. The Raiders are the play. There's just no way that the Jets are going to be able to contain Carr. It's just going to be brutal. I remember one time, real quick to just digress, I was watching Jets and the Raiders. I think it was 2002. Rich Gannon was the quarterback. At the start of the game, the Raiders came out and ran the ball 22 straight times on the Jets for a touchdown. Do you want to talk about apoplectic, ready to have a seizure? I don't think I've ever been so mad in my whole entire life.
You know, I want to know what the Beast is going to look like in Oakland for the first time. How many touchdowns will he score just for playing on that field on Sunday? That's going to be something special for him and his family. I know that I forgot how many tickets they said Marshawn Lynch fucking bought for this one game, but yeah, he's returning home on Sunday.
Well, he picked the right game.
Yeah, no doubt.
This is like, in high school when your high school squad would book like whatever the smallest school in town was or in one of the outlying towns for the homecoming game, so you guys had the victory for sure. Well, here you guys go.
Oh, you're setting us up, though. Damn it. The Jets are that bad.
Look, I'll tell you what, I'm a homer when it comes to the Jets, dude. But the coaching, the personnel is okay. Don't get me wrong.
The Jets are Cincinnati bad.
They're bad, bro. I mean, we scored a touchdown on pure luck. It's so bad that Jet fans the world over are rooting for McCown to get hurt. That way we can at least see what Hackenberg has.
Am I crazy to think this, Bobby? Should I just bet against Cincinnati all season and no matter what the point spread is? They couldn't even beat Houston.
Until they prove otherwise, you have to. I mean, look, this is a team that, they got some weapons on this team. They got a great wideout, decent running back, and to fall from grace like this, I don't understand all the love that Marvin Lewis gets down there anyway. I've never been a big fan. Big deal. He's turned the team into what, a 10-6 team or 11-5 team. They never do anything in the playoffs, and it's always the same old hype every single offseason with this guy. Enough already with this. Fire this guy.
All right, so for the horse Dorvies, we've got you're saying take Rockhold, correct?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to lay some wood, then I would say take Rockhold. But I think Branch is a live dog. If you're looking to maybe spice up a parlay tomorrow, or just looking to throw $20 or $30 on something, $100 if you have it, it might not be a bad place to throw it, and hope for a prayer. No, like I said, nobody thought Bisping was going to be able to do what he did against Rockhold.
True.
And Branch is a tough guy.
And LSU's the safe bet on Saturday.
You know what? I have LSU key to a lot of things tomorrow. I have them on. I teased them. I have them straight. I've bet them on regular parlays. So yeah, I'm really heavy on LSU tomorrow. I really like that team, to be honest with you.
And hopefully Andrew's dream comes true. The Raiders actually cover a spread.
Oh yeah, I think that's gonna happen.
That ain't my dream for this weekend. Sorry, I'm definitely gonna be there, but I ain't got money on the Raiders.
Well, okay. Would you rather have a team like the Chargers that consistently 90% of the time cover the spread but never win a game? I mean, what would you rather have? Would you rather have the team that always covers the spread but never wins a game, or a team?
I should have bet.
Yeah,
the Raiders were underdogs last week. That's what bit me. They were underdogs in the Tennessee game, man.
I don't know.
Look, anytime I could tease a team like the Raiders and turn them from a favorite, from a favorite to a dog or vice versa, I'd love to do it. Like, there's a lot of games last week that it was a no-brainer to tease the games. The Raiders game is one of them. I mean, you look at the sheet sometimes, and you see at the end of these games how it lands almost exactly on the number, so close to, I'd say, 80% of the games?
Right.
It lands really close. So these guys know what they're doing. So the only way that you can have an edge as a player, in my humble opinion, if you're parlaying anything, is if you tease a parlay. So you can adjust the points, meaning you can go from 6, 6.5, 7, 6.5, 7, 7.5 some places, and it depends. It'll drop your odds, your cash out, but it improves your odds of actually covering a spread for once.
So I already know this about Andrew, so I will ask you: Are you into nerd? Or do you geek out and play fantasy football too?
No, I'm really not big on fantasy football. I just never really working in the sports book for so long. I didn't have the time to dedicate to it, so I really bowed out most of the times because I'm way too competitive. And if I had a crappy squad, I know I'd be focusing way too much on that and not on my real life. And I can't have any more fringe activities, man. My girlfriend will kill me.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. Andrew, how is your crappy fantasy team doing? I know everybody loves that.
I got one win. I got one win last week, one loss. Actually, the team I didn't even draft, they won. The team I drafted, they lost. So go figure.
Football, man.
For some reason, I can't get Andy Dalton.
I swear to God.
I can't get Andy Dalton off of my roster for some reason.
I swear, when I drafted my team, you guys, I got every single person I basically wanted, right? Thought I was going in high in Sunday. Fucking lose. Whatever.
Yep. Football is the most frustrating and impossible sport to win at. I mean, the best in the world hit 56% of their bets maybe, and they're considered incredible. And then you got Billy Walters, obviously, who was, cracking it at like 62% when he had the algorithms and whatnot. But, that ship is sailed. The companies are all over that now. These companies have their own algorithms, their own computer technicians, their own guys writing code. And as if it wasn't hard enough before when you just had a bunch of Italian dudes sitting in a room coming up with a number. Now we got computers to worry about. Fucking Skynet, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no question about that. All right, let's get to the main event, the reason the three of us are together, the place where literally, let's just say realistically, what's this going to generate? $200, $300, $400 million worth of gambling, Bobby, at least?
Oh, yeah, especially if you count in all the peripherals. You got guys in the pit. There's a lot of it's going to be a who's who here in Vegas for this. Everybody wants to be on TV. These guys will all be in the front rows. And then, of course, they're going to hit the pits. They're going to play slots. Not slots, really, but they'll be playing baccarat and, maybe hitting some craps, tearing it up that way. And then, of course, you'll have the sports wagers. And, it's been a pretty even number. It hasn't really moved, one way or the other too drastically throughout the time it's been open. I was checking it out earlier. About a 30-cent move, give or take, depending on which shop you're looking at. But I think the number kind of reflects the fight. It's a pretty even fight. I look at it as a football game when a home team is a -3, -3, -110. It's kind of the same feel for me. It could go either way, but I'm kind of leaning towards Triple G, and it looks like that's the way the money's going right now, smart and public, which is kind of weird.
All right, Andrew, lay out your $400 bet so that we can all be amazed by it.
No, I switched my bet, you guys. Oh. I'm going Canelo by decision.
Oh.
Yeah, Lee.
Oh.
Chocolito's got a part to do with this. Kovalev has part to do with this. Like, HBO's getting exposed right now for all that bullshit they're feeding us for the last 3-4 years. And, when I studied both fighters, Triple G and Canelo, their resumes don't match up. They just don't. You've got one guy who's faced 3 to 4 of the greatest boxers of our era. Cotto, Mayweather, Mosley, Lara. These are the best boxers that this game has to offer. And he's went 12 rounds with all of them. And then on the other side, you have this guy, he's got a lot of knockouts in a row. 23 out of 24 guys he's put to sleep. But then you start naming them off and you start looking at 7 of his 19 title defenses come from guys who are the junior middleweight division. They're not even middleweights. And Lee, I don't like it. I got to go with the boxer. I got to go with the guy that has the better skills, the better defense. Yes, he has a stamina issue. I get that. I know about that. But what I'm hoping for is early in this fight, he's going to put enough combinations together on Triple G that Triple G might be slowing down at the end himself. I have this. This is a great matchup, obviously. I've been back and forth. Anyone who's been listening knows that. But my final prediction here, and I've got to go with Las Vegas. I still think they want Saul Alvarez to succeed in that city because he is a cash cow waiting to be milked. Okay, and this is the beginning of it right here, you guys. He wins this fight, fuck everybody else. I'm dead serious. That is your face of boxing. Is gonna be Saul Alvarez on Sunday. He can even win 7-5, and he's still the face. Put it like that. So I know Vegas is on his side. The kid's just got to perform. He really does, and you know what? Today at the weigh-ins, he looked like he's ready to perform. He did not look like the 23-year-old, 22-year-old that we seen when he faced Floyd. He didn't look like the 19-year-old we seen when he faced Mosley. This kid's 27 years old. He's not going to get any better, you guys.